Hey, what's going on, everyone? What's going on, my fellow Uber tiers and lifters out there in YouTube land? Woo! Sunday. Oh, man. Well. Saturday night was actually not too bad for me at all. Thankfully, I lucked out. I went out for like 4 hours. I did 10 Uber trips. Still didn't do any Lyft. It was raining here, so I guess not many people wanted Lyft or were going out in general. But I had to cut my night a little short. I made $100 from those 10 trips. I did 130 in tips, and why is always crazy. I spent 20 in gas, so in total I made $210 for the night after taking out gas. Well, my lady luck must keep going, because I won me another $100 on a ticket. But this time I actually chose it, so I don't know if that counts. But I went ahead and had to stop. Guy wanted to stop at the gas station real quick, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not, you know? So he asked me if I want anything, and I was like, I'm not sure. I'm going to come in anyways, because see if I wanted a drink or whatnot. I went ahead and got a drink, and he was like, let me go ahead and get that. He's like, you want anything else? I was like, well, I'm going to get me a ticket. So, you know, he was like, oh, go ahead. So I picked the $5 ticket, scratched it later, bam, won $100. Gotta love that. So that saved me right there on the tip aspect. Met my goal, which was $200, so I'm happy. Tonight, hopefully, hope to get another 200, but I don't think that's gonna happen very much likely. But for the week so far, for the weekend, I should say, I made $446 for a total of 10 hours, which was really like 8 or 7. So hey, I'm happy on that. Now, what I did want to talk about was all this crazy buzz or whatever going around about the damn Lyft driver that kicked the guy out of his ride. Well, you know what? It was messed up. But like he said, he is a independent contractor, you know, and it's not, we're supposed to be able to choose whatever we want to do. Yes, it was messed up. Yes, he should not have told him he wasn't going to take him only because it was a $6 ride. He should not have said that at all. He could have made anything else up, saying, hey, I can't go that way. It's too far for me or something, anything. He should have not said what he said. And then, of course, he got videoed on it too. So, but yes, is it messed up that you have to try to hide what you're trying to say? Yeah, it is. And do I think he was wrong? I think he was wrong in the fact of because of how he said everything. Now, do I think he was wrong necessarily because that's what he did? No, I don't in a way, because I know he knows he's going to waste about an hour for $6, so, which is really screwed up. He doesn't know if the guy would have tipped him, so that might have hurt him. But what I didn't really like in the end was what I guess the pilot had to say about him. He threw in some other crap because he was mad about what happened. I'm sure if you watch any of the little news clips, it'll say in there that he said he was running red lights and going through stop signs, driving erratically and stuff. I'm not really buying that. I think Mr. Pilot was mad because he was kicking him out because he did not want to take the trip. So that's what I really think happened, and that's why it was making it such a big deal. But like I said, I mean, should he have done it? Yes and no. But, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have done it the way he did it. He could have said anything else. He could have made up any kind of other excuse. Hey, I have another ping, or oh, I wasn't really trying to go that way. You know, I'm sorry. You know, he could have made up anything to make himself look better than just, he hit balls to the wall, freaking, no, I'm not taking you. I just drove from there. I'm surprised he even got a ping, honestly. He was at the airport, so he shouldn't have gotten a ping from not out of the airport, you know what I'm saying? So he lost his spot in the queue, and that's on him, honestly. Because if I'm at the airport, I'm in the queue, and I've gotten pings out of it, I'm not going to accept it. I'll just let it roll out. Have to use the bathroom. What's up? I can't say that name right, Throsser. Throsser1. What's going on, man? But yeah, I honestly think that in a way he did the right thing. I mean, who wants to drive on all that traffic after he just left, which he knows is going to be a crappy base fare? Nobody does. You know what I'm saying? But he could have handled himself a lot better and not have all this backlash. But I didn't like the fact that the pilot guy was sitting there saying all that crap about him. You know what I mean? He was making up things, and that goes for a whole thing of why do passengers make up? He wanted to get a free ride because he wasn't happy. And technically he had every right to not to be happy. but he could have handled himself better too. Because I highly doubt, and in that video that he was showing, he was talking to the guy didn't seem like he was speeding, going crazy or anything. So, yeah, he just made up some extra accusations to make the guy look bad, hoping probably to get some, like, Lyft credits or something. But we all know, you know, that ain't gonna happen. See, I have to make a video itself about, you know, destination discrimination and all that, which is actually a pretty good idea. I might do that later or tomorrow. But I just had to talk about this because I guess this is the big buzz going around. And then he was pissed off the driver was still on the platform. Like, okay, give me a break, dude. Yes, I know you were mad. You were busy and everything else. You didn't like how you did it. He didn't drop you off in the middle of nowhere. At least he dropped him off in a parking lot, you know, during the day. And it was, you know, he followed the safety procedures at least. So I give the driver kudos on that. Like, he just could have been smarter and not said the things he said. Which, of course, I'm sure he was pissed off and mad because, like I said, everyone would be. If you take 45 minutes to only make $6, yeah, who's going to be happy on that? Nobody. Nobody at all. But, yeah, I want to see what the actual outcome's going to be. I guess from everything that's said in the little news thing is that, you know, he just won't be paired with that guy again. So, which is good, and he shouldn't. You know, because I wouldn't want to be either, just because the guy blew me off. But still, like I was saying, we have the right to refuse a ride, and he just used the right, but in a wrong way. If he could have just made up anything else, he would have been a lot better off, and made the driver feel like, or the rider maybe feel like, you know, he was inconveniencing the driver too much, instead of the other way around. Because the driver definitely made, how do you find that video? You know what I'll go ahead and do? I'll make sure I'll post one of the videos that I found. I'll post it in the link. After this, after the live view is done, I'll go ahead and I'll go back to where I found it and I'll copy it and post it down here so everyone can see for themselves. And then, like I said, when like they said they didn't want to say the driver or the rider's name and all that, and you know they wanted to keep it anonymous. But then he they live stream with him so you could see his face and everything else. So that's why I'm thinking he just made up a bunch of BS afterwards, trying to make it look like it was worse than it is. Why not? You know, even from the video, just the driver just wanted to drop him off because he was pissed off and didn't want to have to go all the way back and deal with traffic. Which, you know, he knew his market. He knew what was up. He knew the whole drill. But I'll go ahead and make sure I post that little video under here so everyone can see. And then, you know, you can comment your opinions on how you think everything went down. But like I said, I don't necessarily think he was wrong, but he just could have handled it better. And it is what it is. As far as I know, he's not deactivated or anything, so which is good. Which, you know, technically he shouldn't be. He cherry picked to the extreme and got recorded doing it pretty much. So that's his only downfall, considering, you know, they don't like cherry picking. You know, so yeah, he's technically guilty, but all of us drivers that have been driving out there, we feel his pain. We know what he's talking about. So do I feel bad for that rider? Not really. Especially after all the crap I heard, you know, that they said he said. So I can't feel bad for it when I know he was trying to pull one over to get the ride. Me trying to make sure the rider got in trouble because he was late, you know, to go fly the plane or whatever. So I know exactly what that crap was going down. And after I find this video and post it, I'm sure everyone else is going to feel the same way. They're going to be like, man, you know, he did a dick move dropping the guy off and saying what he said. But the fact that all the other crap you're going to know is just BS. Because otherwise the rider wouldn't have been upset about being dropped off. He'd have been like, yes, drop me off. Please, let me get out of this car. If he's driving this badly, running red lights and stop signs and just speeding, I'm like, come on now. Let's be real. But of course, we all know all the news entities, they love to hear anything bad about Uber and Lyft. And then that's why I'm just surprised this time they didn't try to flip it to be saying Uber. I guess Lyft's been out of the spotlight for a little while. It's time to put them back in, I guess. Is the only thing I could think. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And I'm sure the driver probably drives for both. I'm sure he probably does. But like I said, I'll go ahead and I'll find that. I'll put that in there. So when this is all done, just give me like 5 minutes and it should be in there. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this with hope everyone goes out there tonight. You go out there, make that money, you stay safe, puke buckets and bags, because you know how the weekends are. Always check the description below for extra helpful information. Stay safe, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, get your money and Uber and Lyft on. Peace out.